In this video, we're going to show you 10 essentials that you need to get into road cycling. So, without any further ado, let's get into it. Punctures, they're going to happen out on a ride at some point, so you want to be prepared. That's all you need to do is carry a spare inner tube in a saddlebag or in your back pocket, so when the unfortunate puncture does happen, you're prepared and you're able to fix it. If you do forget it, you're going to be stranded in the middle of nowhere, and that's not good. Anybody got an inner tube? Help! Excuse me, miss, have you got an inner tube? Inner tube for the bike? No? Hey, where you coming? Excuse me, inner tube. But remember, when you do puncture and use your tube, remember to replace it with a new one or fix it. So the next time you go on a ride, you're always prepared.
Next up is a multi-tool, really useful little gadget. Never leave the house without it. They're so good at fixing many of the problems that you might encounter while on a ride. This is my one, and it has this little pouch. They come in all sorts of different shapes and sizes, but this one features a little torque wrench and ratchet on it with different attachments, so it's really good at getting those and accessing those hard to reach bolts in awkward places and adjusting those, which bikes often have. And having a torque wrench built into it is really useful because many bikes have, carbon parts that require exact torque settings now. So making sure that you don't over tighten them and crack them, it's really useful for that. Another feature that's really good on multi-tools is a chain breaker function. This one has them. Not all tools have them, but I would recommend getting one with a chain breaker because your chain isn't likely to snap often, but when it does happen, if you have a chain breaker tool, it's a lifesaver.
Something I will never leave home without is a phone. Now, phones are not only incredibly important when it comes to the safety reasons, but they also give you loads of features that you can use when out on the bike, like downloading an app like Komoot to navigate, to show you the route, or just having it there is a safety option. If all comes loose, you can't fix your mechanical, you get on your phone and get yourself out of most problems.
Big track pumps are great. You can pump up your tyres really quickly with them, and it's great to have one at home. But you can't exactly take it on a ride with you, and that's where a mini pump comes in. Again, something you should never leave the house without. And unlike CO2 cartridges, which can inflate your tyres at the side of the road very quickly, mini pumps don't pollute the environment and they don't run out. This is my mini pump. It's called a Roadie TT Mini Twin Turbo. Like multi-tools, mini pumps come in all shapes and sizes, and generally the more money you spend, the lighter they get, the more compact they get, and the efficiency of the cylinder improves as well, meaning that you can pump up your tyres with less pumps. Mini pumps, as great as they are a get out of jail card. They're a temporary fix, and when you get home, you pump up your tyres to the proper pressure with a proper track pump. That's because it's quite hard to reach full pressure with a mini pump unless you've got really, really strong arms. And I know this is going to come as a proper surprise to you guys, but yeah, I can't. I mean, look at those. You're surprised, aren't you? Yeah.
Vision and being able to see the road in front of you is extremely important when it comes to cycling. So one day you might have the bright sun shining into your eyes, the next day it might be torrential rain and you'll have spray spraying up into your face and you can't see a thing. For me, a set of cycling glasses is a must, especially in different weather conditions, and I really suffer with wind into my eyes and causing my eyes to water, and a pair of cycling glasses does stop that. Also, if you are a hay fever sufferer, a set of cycling glasses can help with that too. And you can get one set of glasses with a frame, and then you can get a few different lenses for different conditions. So a clear pair for the rain and foggy conditions, and then a darker set when the sun's out.
If you love cycling, then at some point you're going to end up riding through some dirty roads or in the rain, and then your bike's going to get dirty and you're going to want to clean it because it's your pride and joy. And remember, a clean bike is not only a fast bike, it's also a happy bike. Now, if you're going to clean your bike, you need the essentials: a bucket, a sponge, a brush that you can use the brush on the sprockets and the chain. And then you're also going to want some cleaning products as well. Degreaser is good for getting rid of the grime and oils and dirt, especially on your drivetrain. And then in addition to that, I'm going to recommend that you use some care products on your bike. A key thing now with many bikes coming with disc brakes is some disc brake cleaner. The key thing with this is that it doesn't leave residue on the rotor or the brake pads. And that's key, because if you use just a normal degreaser on your disc brake rotors, it'll contaminate them and then make them really loud. And no one likes loud disc brakes. Other products such as this Silicone Shine and Bike Protect work really well on the surface finish of your frame to just help protect it and repel dirt later on down the line when you ride again. And also it's worth having the right kind of lubricant as well. After you've cleaned your bike, you need to re-lube your chain, and different lubes are for different occasions. So certain lubes respond well in wet conditions, whereas dry lubes, they're really fast and nice, but they often wash off with the slightest hint of rain. And so it's worth having the right one for the right kind of conditions you're going to be riding in.
Now you're probably wondering where on earth you're going to put all these accessories, a mini pump, an inner tube. Now you could use it like a saddlebag like Manon's got, or you can make sure you get yourself a cycling specific jersey. Now that could be a short sleeve jersey, a long thermal sleeve jersey, or something a bit thicker like this if you're riding in pretty horrific weather. But the benefits to a cycling jersey are the pockets in the back. Now some have 2, some have 3, but they come in incredibly useful when getting food out your pockets or when storing your multi-tool, your inner tube, and just having them there is super useful when you're riding out on your bike.
And finally, there's one more thing you're going to need to get into cycling, and that is the GCN app. If you're into cycling, this is the app for you. It's got all the latest bike-related product news, racing news, there's polls, there's quizzes, the bike vault, and much, much more. You can also interact with a community of cyclists on there. It really is the thing to get, the app to get if cycling is your thing. And best of all, it's completely free. Just make sure you, when you do download it, you give me a follow, as currently I have a competition with the other GCN presenters about who can have the most followers in the app, and I'm winning. So there you have it. That was our essential top 10 things that you need to get into road cycling. Let us know your thoughts in the comments section down below, and anything that you think we've missed. It's not an exclusive list. And I'll see you in the next one. I am going to go for a ride now. That's why, you're probably wondering this the entire video, that's why I'm in my kit, because I'm about to go for a ride. I'm going for a ride now. Bye.